please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Well, isn't this just fantastic?
Hello everyone, hope you're well, hope you're having a marvellous Monday. Today I thought we'd take a look at something, a thread as it were, into a creator, a streamer called DarkViperAU.
I'm somewhat of a controversial figure. Those who know me like me, those who don't, you know.
Or DarkViper8888 or DarkViper88, who according to this forum is a former atheist debater, copyright ABUSER, pseudo-intellectual, so most commentary types online high, I guess I count as one, a raging man-child, considered unaliving through Sudoku because of a troll and paid $3,000 to remove a video that made fun of him.
Shouldn't we never really do that unless you have no other choice? I clearly have no other choice! F you!
I have for a number of weeks now been watching this person get more and more angry. Now I actually know so little about them, and the reason why is because I don't frequent these circles. But as an outsider, when it's put in front of me, I sit there and go, why are you angry there's 14 pages, now 15 at time of recording, on a forum because you keep on saying stupid crap and it keeps on getting mentioned? Or because you keep on doing dumb things and dumb things happen back? It's the F around and find out for 2024 anyway. Although you've been doing this for a little while longer. You don't handle criticism well, you don't handle any form of negativity well. In fact, your coping mechanism is to lash out, which is why more and more within the commentary space are watching you. When you build a career from being an atheist debater to a GTA 5 speedrunner, to then making 40+ minute videos screaming at people that are wrong because they've made a video on you telling you how you're wrong and showing you how you're wrong.
What is wrong with you? Shut the f*** up!
To the point you will double down on points that are irrelevant, along with making other points that you really shouldn't make involving, I believe, comparing reaction content to RAPE, to then believe yourself a moral arbiter. This is, by the way, from the very forum you've been angry about.
It's 14 pages!
Good luck doing what Keffels tried. It was to me hilarious someone tried then. It's even funnier to me to see it now happen in real time now, that you are so angry that this has happened. Can you really be surprised?
And Tilo just runs around the entire fucking map to come to O2. And I'm like, I had nothing to say. I was literally speechless. I did not speak that entire time because I was so confused why we were starting the game. I have never been this mad at a person in the entirety of my life!
I apologize, I'm still a little new at the game.
If you don't even know how to win the game, why are you playing?
You put more and more of yourself out there, more and more of your volatility. Did you think it would go unnoticed? That the internet wouldn't decide, you know what, we need to be forever with this one?
So many clips have this song playing when I fail. No!
You've used the DMCA system to take down critical videos of you because you think they are watch parties. Especially considering over the years we creators, many of us, change who we are, what we are, and as time goes by, it can either be for the better or for the worse. Some people have managed to do it really well. I remember when Anita Sarkeesian was a thing and she was aligned with Jonathan McIntosh, he walked away from Feminist Frequency, started a channel called Pop Culture Detective Agency. It was huge. He did incredibly well from that, and the content wasn't horrendous. Her channel, though, went the other way. Then we go to a more recent and relevant individual. We look at Tipster, somebody who's always sat on the fence for most issues, and then decided just to swerve because he wanted some of that Keffel, and now his channel is dead, which is entirely his fault.
This song sucks! What is this song? I'm deleting this song! 90% of the f***ing times I failed in life is to this f***ing song.
Dark Viper on YouTube has 1.57 million subs, gets over 100,000 views for every single video. A lot of it, more recently, has been GTA content. This is not the only place though where Dark Viper is active. Dark Viper obviously has a Twitch channel. That Twitch channel has 758,000 followers, and the last stream was yesterday. Numbers are really good for that channel. I am very envious of that. I will, however, discard my jealousy if it comes at the cost of my sanity.
A car arrives. Who the f shot me? I'm so f***ing mad. Who the f could have shot me?
Something which you might want to consider, because the more you continue to dig your heels in and say stupid things, the more likely it is more of it is going to be used against you. We have a lolcow, the fields, the harvest, it's delicious.
The ad revenue I make on this platform is 1/37th of the money that I make. 1/37th! Advocating in a video to stay with that system is so dumb! What is wrong with you? You admit in the video ad revenue is shit, and then you advocate for staying with the same system that they have right now! What the f***? How can you be that dumb?
I do want to point out, on those very forums they managed to quite well catch you out with a DMCA complaint, where you would strike others for responding to your content, but on your atheist, theist, Christian debate channel, you straight up ripped off debates and uploaded them to that channel.
A part of getting all these debates was taking them off the internet, downloading them, ripping them into audio, and then
you even considered quitting YouTube and Twitch because you were demonetized.
Hey everyone, so I'm probably gonna have to quit Twitch and YouTube, unfortunately. I quite often speak of how I really enjoy doing this. It's not something that I want to do.
It's not a one rule for me but not for thee, Mr. Viper. This is quite a simple issue. To use the DMCA system to silence critique against yourself or parody of any kind makes you a bitch. It really does. And that is something you, for somebody of the size of your channel, should be well and truly ashamed of. And since you were so willing to mirror, as you might well champion it as, much in the way of content that you could then monetize and get, well, some rather valuable shekels out of, it seems very cruel to go after those that think you might be in the wrong on a different issue. Grow up. That's one issue. The forum starts off strong by talking about a interaction and relationship falling apart between himself and Rydog. The reason why is because of personal history. So Dark Viper wanted to remove Rydog's submission into a speedrun because of violating rules, yet there was no clear precedent for it. When it was then pointed out that the speedrun should not be removed because of the personal history between Dark Viper and Rydog, Dark Viper took it well. He went on to compare the spamming on the forum from Rydog to doxing, swatting and DDoSing. None of those, but you know what, you do you, boo. Got very cross. This led to Dark Viper going on a 2-paragraph rant about why Torix, who's in charge, didn't care about the forums as much as he does and how much Rydog has ruined his life for the past 2 years. Because again, personal history means haram, and therefore it should be removed, right? Dark Viper went so far in his cope over the situation concerning Torix and Rydwag that he made his own meme on it. Not even joking. Do you think that memes suddenly become funnier when you create them about yourself? Because that's not how a meme works. It just shows a level of, well, narcissism, oddly enough. Now, because of his own sense of self-importance, the thread concerning this situation goes on for some time. He gets beaten up by somebody called English Ben, who roasts him like there's no tomorrow, and he posts vast amounts of criticisms about those who are moderators that he believes he's simply better than. All because, and it began with, one person. Eventually, Dark Viper made a video on the situation.
It's 14 pages!
Why do I have to deal with this? Why must my job as super moderator be dealing with Rydog? Every post made, spammed, over and over again with memes. Every single time. Why must my life suffer? Why must I suffer so with no one caring for so long?
I do hope you'll take the opportunity to introspect ever so slightly and empathise with my inability to give so much as an iota of a damn about it. It's a fecking forum. Who cares? Information is dumped, people spam, people meme. I like free speech. Do what you like. Why must I suffer so? You make yourself seem like an even more pretentious person. That quote alone does it. You make it seem like this is more of a ball ache than it really is. All because of previous bad blood you had with an individual from your past. You went into it with a bias. You were never going to see the funny side and you were never going to be able to engage with them in a professional manner without your bias dictating terms. A small part of me has realised there is a possibility here I could make multiple videos on this subject, especially owing to time constraints on my part. The second incident, or third, that they have listed on the farms, the forum, the mecca for info in this instance, because honestly, they really have summarized it quite well, would concern a creator called Friendly Baron, another GTA player, who made a video, and in the video they didn't really talk down too much about Dark Viper, but they did prove a point with some light banter just how thin-skinned Dark Viper is.
We're not talking bad about the other speedrunner. It's fine, Michigan man. It's fine. We're okay right now. Thank you, Will. But yeah, it's a medium point. You know, I was saying earlier, like, some people enjoy watching someone get really mad about the game and watching someone fail over and over again. That's just not the kind of entertainment I like to have. If that does not entertain me, therefore I cannot make it my own style of entertainment. So.
Who went on to make 2 videos in response.
I'm Dark Viper. I'm 5 seconds behind after 4 minutes. I'm gonna reset. Dead, gonna reset like Dark Viper. My name's Dark Viper, and I could be a sniper because I kill so many runs.
The 3 people who have run the game the longest and who have held the classic % world record the longest are Dates, Torix, and myself. We all voted to include save warping. But who the f are we to someone like Friendly Baron?
2 videos ranting and raving about, well, some mild commentary. I'm sorry, I've had response videos done to me that were quite big, and I didn't respond like you did. I'm starting to understand now why the forum has, how many pages is it again?
It's 14 pages! 14 pages! 14 pages!
There was in fact a DM released between Dark Viper and Friendly Baron, and within it, all you get from Dark Viper is the obvious inability to not understand what is being sent his way, and the mass deflection because of his inability to perceive what is being sent to him. A lack of comprehension and an immense amount of salt-induced cope. If you'd like to read this, I recommend pausing it while I'm, well, bleating on. Before we move on, the next story mentioned on the list concerns Dark Viper and some ordinary gamer. This incident happened in 2020. It can be boiled down to the following. Muta had a bad take and made an apology. Dark Viper didn't like the apology because he didn't apologize the way Dark Viper wanted.
Even in the apology, the second apology, he cannot help but deflect. He can't help himself because taking accountability for his actions is beyond this man.
He believed that Muta had gained far too much from the drama concerning SOG and H3H3, therefore his apology was insincere and he was only doing it to save face. Dark Viper's hate boner for Muta continued on into 2021, where Muta had a take on the Twitch brand safety score system that many dubbed to be a fairly neutral take. Dark Viper had a meltdown over this and accused Muta of being the person who destroyed the score system, which in turn took money out of Dark Viper's pocket. To prove how obsessive he was in the situation, he made 4 videos against Muta, milking this like there was no tomorrow.
I'm an obsessive person. This is an interesting character trait because it can sometimes be very beneficial and sometimes very destructive. It's 14 pages!
I like that you had a go at Muta for his apology and obviously interactions concerning the drama with H3, but you would then unironically manufacture drama and milk it for your own personal gain, even though you were proven to be on the wrong side of history. Eventually, he learnt to introspect, and he apologized to Muta, and they both went on to play GTA 5 GeoGuessr to bury this. Congratulations to them both. I hope they have beautiful babies together.
Now I'm just gonna ban Scott forever because I'm gonna associate this with Scott for the rest of my fucking life.
Earlier within this video, I played a clip of a Among Us game that Dark Viper had lost. What had happened was he had spent 12 hours editing and decided to relax on Discord, play some Among Us with his supporters. A person that joined the lobby happened to be new to the game, a fan of his, cost him the game. Dark Viper associated the loss with him and banned him from it, from the chat that is, further stating that he will not unban the individual at all. He continued to double down in video form. Eventually, the person he banned apologized to Matthew, to Dark Viper, but Dark Viper did not accept it, and after continually getting criticism for this ban, he decided to unban him, which he also, in apology video form, deleted very quickly, but thankfully the forum in question has the transcript. It just makes him look really sad. Now, his obsessive traits are amusing to read because he has to justify every minute action. This level of OCD is one of the reasons he's a very good speedrunner. That can't be denied. If you're able to obsess and hyper-focus like this and channel it into something that you might find positive that may well entertain others, of course, that's a good thing. Unfortunately for Dark Viper, the downside to it is he doesn't possess so much as a fragment of capability at controlling them. Now, yes, angry, aggressive gamers are the best ones. Yes, they are. The reactionary type that make multiple videos criticizing you because they can't handle criticism is astonishing. We've seen it over the years on this channel when I've done videos on Death Noodles, who has changed a lot since then. We've seen it with the likes of Creepshow Art Illuminati. Dark Viper is getting closer, isn't he? And the more pages he gets, the closer he'll get to being Ethan Ralph. In the lolcow department, that is nothing else, of course. Owing to a time constraint, I'm going to have to end this video here. The next part of this would concern Dark Viper and Dream. If you do want me to cover that and continue this, perusing of a forum, a rather delightful place that got the Keffel situation right, do let me know. Smash the like if we get enough, I'll make another. If he responds, I'll make a response video to that as well. But it will just be 15 minutes of me laughing at him. I hope you heard that.